Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. Welcome to Big Pants Underground. Today, we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl that took place last evening. If you saw it, if you didn't, if you don't know, the Eagles won it 40-22. They won it whole-handedly. They destroyed the Chiefs, and the Chiefs almost didn't show up. But that's not even what I'm planning on talking about. What I really want to talk about is all the other stuff that happened during the Super Bowl. First off, let's get to the elephant in the room. Every Democrat was waiting. All they were talking about on X is they couldn't wait for Trump to get booed at the Super Bowl because he is the first sitting president to ever attend a Super Bowl, and they were, oh, he's wasting all this money and blah blah blah. Well, they have to pay for his protection, whether he's going to the Super Bowl or taking a shit. One way or the other, they got to pay for his protection. So he might as well go out and enjoy himself a little bit, you know. But they cheered him. They did not boo him. They cheered him. Trump gets massive cheers at the Super Bowl while Taylor Swift gets booed. Now, we know that Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce, and the Chiefs are just sick and tired of her because they've made every game and everything that happens during the game about her. They show her every 5 minutes, and they just can't stand her. Well, now I guess she knows it, because let's take a look at what happened here. This is her. They showed her on the Jumbotron. I mean, it's not super loud there, but you can definitely tell that she is not getting any kind of applause. I mean, it seems like that lady's clapping for her, but I mean, she even gave like a side look to the camera, like, I mean, she handled it like a champ, I guess. I am not a fan of hers. I never have been. I don't know why she's so popular. Her music is terrible. She doesn't have any kind of rhythm. She just gets up there and flails her body around, and she's lip syncing everything. So now let's take a look at Donald Trump. The camera panned to him during the national anthem. Oh, no sound. Hold on. Let's go back. Listen to that. Listen, and then they took the camera off of him, but listen to that crowd. They just loved him. They loved him. I mean, you can't deny it. You just can't deny it anymore. That is a perfect example of the fact that we all voted for him, and he's doing what he said he was going to do, and he's doing what we want him to do. Remove all this government waste, remove all this stuff that the Democrats had, and they were just giving away our money. So this is proof positive, guys, that he didn't get booed. He had a huge standing ovation and a cheer when he was walking in, and when they showed him during the national anthem, they cheered. They cheered loudly. When Taylor Swift got nothing, got a woo, that's all you could hear going on. The other thing is Kendrick Lamar and his Super Bowl performance. First off, I don't like Kendrick Lamar. I'm a DJ. In my spare time, I do have several normal DJ gigs that I play every week, and I'm forced to play his music, but I don't care. I don't like it. I like rap music. Don't get me wrong. I am a fan of older, 90s hip hop, like Tupac, Biggie, DMX, and all those guys from the 90s, and Ice Cube, Ice-T, all them. They were great. But this sucks. And I'm not the only one that thinks this. First off, he played that song Not Like Us, which is supposedly a diss track for Drake. Like, this is not the platform for you to be dissing somebody. I mean, Drake has filed a defamation lawsuit against this guy. You would think he'd been a little bit more smart. Second, he's not performing for the crowd. He's performing for the camera. I mean, I understand that they have to televise this and they have to make it look good for television, but I did not see him perform to the crowd one time. And I couldn't understand a thing he was saying. And I'm not the only one. Here's an article from MSN. Let's get rid of that ad. Here, NFL apologizes over Super Bowl halftime show snub as Kendrick Lamar performance is slammed. Now, they're apologizing to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is from New Orleans and is a big part of New Orleans, and they're apologizing to him for giving it to Kendrick Lamar instead of giving it to Lil Wayne. And the NFL has sent a letter of apology to Lil Wayne because Kendrick Lamar, where does it say? The Not Like Us rapper, that's the song that disses Drake, who included his famous diss track was slammed for putting on the worst halftime show ever as fans made their displeasure known. Prior to Sunday's show, sports commentator Skip Bayless expressed his anger that Lil Wayne had been snubbed. I don't care. I wouldn't have wanted to see Lil Wayne either. I mean, he's okay, but not one of the greatest. But that was that man. They need to get their shit together and put. I don't know why they would put something like that. I guess he's got fans. I'm sure he's got fans, but according to most fans that watched the Super Bowl, they were not impressed by that halftime show. Of course, next is the Black National Anthem. I don't understand. To me, this just seems like they're catering to African Americans, to black people. They're just catering to them. You don't see a Chinese national anthem. You don't see a Mexican national anthem. You don't see a Canadian national anthem. And I'm pretty sure that all those three nationalities were represented at the Super Bowl. I'm sure there were Chinese people there. I'm sure there were Canadians there. I'm sure there were Mexicans there. There might have been some British people there. There might have been some Italian people there. You see what I'm getting at? That's my point. Why do we have to specifically have a black national anthem? And the thing about it is the name of the anthem is called Lift Every Voice. We're lifting every voice except anybody that's not black. That entire chorus is black. Now, if you were going to do what your song says you're doing, you would have some, Chinese people in there. You'd have some Mexicans. You'd have some white people in there. You're lifting every voice. No, you're not. You're lifting just your voices. And you're doing this to basically coddle to blacks. And in its very self, that's racist. Okay. They don't see this. They don't understand that the fact that they have to have their anthem, that's actually racist, because we're not acknowledging any other race. We're not acknowledging any other country except for our own, where we sing our own national anthem, the one national anthem, the only national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. But we didn't play, and really Canada, we play the Canadian national anthem at some football games and at some baseball games, because we play in Canada, at least for baseball. I don't know if there's any football teams that actually have their stadium in Canada, but we have football teams that have their stadiums close to Canada, and Canadians come over to watch the football, and we respect them by playing their national anthem. But this is not respect. This is just coddling. They're just coddling to these people. There's no reason for this. It sets off, it makes people angry. Okay. If we all just had the one national anthem and everyone respected it, because you're American, you live in this country. And if you don't respect the national anthem, then you shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. You just shouldn't be here. Just having these two anthems just creates anger, creates tension, and it's racist. I'm sorry. It is. I just think it's racist. The only other thing that I really wanted to talk about was Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's good old boyfriend there, Travis Kelce, showed up looking like he's a 70s pimp going to the prom. I mean, he is rocking the 70s outfit. Got the huge collar, got the tinted glasses. You get the shirt unbuttoned. The only thing missing is a giant gold medallion right here, man. Look at that suit. Where did he find that suit? Do they still sell this? I don't know. I don't know, but look at that. So that's all I got, man. Just it was a terrible game. I understand that Eagles fans are happy, but I don't know if you should be happy when it just seems like you were handed the game. I mean, at least it would have been nice if the Chiefs put on some kind of show, some kind of defense, but they just didn't. They just didn't. It was the Eagles ran away with it. It's like the Chiefs gave it to them. There was even that one touchdown where the guy ran it back from the interception, and the one Chief, right before the Eagles player entered the end zone, the one Chief player ran past him and put his hand out and touched him on his chest, but then kept running. Like if he touched him, he should have tried to take him down to try to tackle him, but he didn't. It almost seems like the Chiefs threw the game. I mean, with some of those things that I was watching, it just really seemed like the Chiefs just didn't care. They weren't trying. And it just, to me, it was that makes for a terrible game. And I'm not even a football fan. This is the only game that I watch, the Super Bowl. And I enjoy seeing a good Super Bowl. And it just wasn't even that good. Even the commercials weren't that good. There were a few that made me chuckle. That seal commercial with Seal actually being a seal, that I laughed at that. At first I thought I was having a dream, like a fever dream, but man, that commercial just, what the heck? That was strange. But that's the Super Bowl for you. It's just a bunch of controversy, a bunch of junk. The NFL really better start getting with the program, because people are getting fed up, and the way this country is going now, and we're finally getting what we've asked for, getting what we wanted. It might just end up hitting the NFL next, and they'll start losing that money. They'll start losing that revenue. The people will stop watching, and then they'll say, "Oh, I guess we better change the way we do things." And that's how we get things done, people. That's how we get things done. Complain. Don't watch. I know there wasn't going to be anybody that actually boycotted the Super Bowl like they said they were going to do, but at least expressing your anger and calling them out well, at least give them some kind of pause, But that's all I got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you didn't, that's fine. But if you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.